Today we received a particularly helpless call for help from the public rental housing in Julongpo district, not only from the property management. The police station also called. They said there was a family raising many dogs, causing disturbances to the neighbors who had strong complaints, asking me to take the dogs. We set off immediately. And when we arrived at the community, we hadn't gone upstairs yet. The barking of the dogs could be heard from downstairs, echoing throughout the community, which was truly heartbreaking. The owner of the house is a man in his 50s, living alone, with 15 dogs at home. To be honest, he is a particularly kind person. All these dogs are stray dogs he picked up from the streets. He couldn't bear to see these dogs wandering and suffering, so he brought them home one by one, hoping to give them a stable home. However, his salary is not high, and he couldn't afford to have the dogs neutered, resulting in litter after litter, eventually growing to 15 dogs. If we don't take in these dogs, there is only one outcome: being abandoned and becoming stray dogs, with death being the only thing awaiting them. To be honest, our pressure is also too great. Everyone knows that our rescue station now has over 1,700 dogs and more than 200 cats, and we only have 7 people taking care of them. The daily expenses are enormous, and the workload is also very large. We know that taking in these dogs will make it even harder for us to manage. But if we don't take in these 13 dogs, they will be abandoned and become stray dogs, and then they will face hunger, disease, and even death. We really have no way to refuse. We can only grit our teeth. We brought all 13 dogs back to the rescue station, and they are now in quarantine for observation. Because the young man said, "These dogs have never been vaccinated, there's a risk of infectious diseases. This could threaten the safety of the other dogs at the rescue station, so we need to closely monitor their health." Actually, all of this could have been avoided. If these dogs had been spayed or neutered initially, they wouldn't have had so many puppies, and we wouldn't be in this situation today. So I really want to plead with everyone. If you have dogs, make sure to have them spayed or neutered in a timely manner. Many stray dog tragedies start with pet dogs not being spayed or neutered. One dog has a litter, then 2 dogs have another litter, and soon it becomes dozens, which the owner cannot manage, ultimately leading to abandonment. Letting them wander, and everyone knows how tragic the fate of stray dogs is, as they roam the streets, enduring hunger and disease. Some are even abused, and end up dying on the streets. Many dogs that are caught and dealt with face death as well. But if we can control the source, by spaying or neutering the dogs, we can prevent so many tragic losses of life. That young boy really did his best. It's not that he didn't want to keep them, he was truly powerless. He has been taking care of these dogs for 6 years, diligently cleaning and looking after them every day. He never abandoned them. Even in the end, he couldn't bear to part with these dogs. He even sent me a Douyin video, saying he misses the dogs and hopes to visit them in the future. Such a person is truly kind and deserves our respect. And what about us? We live here, and the station has over 1,700 dogs and more than 200 cats. 7 of us work from dawn to dusk every day, without a single day off throughout the year, devoting all our energy to these animals. However, faced with the increasing number of lives that need help, we truly feel powerless. We are not afraid of hard work, but we are really scared that if this continues, we won't be able to hold on. So I am here to earnestly ask everyone for help. If you have a dog at home, make sure to have it spayed or neutered. Don't wait until the dogs reproduce uncontrollably and then regret it. If you see a stray dog, please don't be indifferent. Give them a bit more attention. Reducing harm to them is also important. They are lives, some too, and long for a warm home. Aunt Wen sincerely thanks all the friends who care for, support, and help stray animals. It is your compassion that gives these helpless lives hope. Let's work together to provide more stray animals with a warm home.